Okay, Eamon, so we've been talking a little bit about your use of alcohol, and you're not too sure what, if anything, you want to do about that. And again, let me just say at this stage that what you decide to do about that is down to you. It's your choice, and indeed it's your responsibility. Should you decide to make a change with that, we can certainly look at ways we can support you. Now, what I wanted to do, Eamon, was we use an approach here called the pros and cons. So we look at the good things and then the not so good things about the issue. So in your case, that's the alcohol we've been talking about. So let me ask you this. What would you think are some of the good things about your use of alcohol?
Well, I suppose the main thing that comes to mind is I can get away for a while. I can get away out of the house and all the stuff that goes on in my head. I can just get away for a little bit, block it all out.
Okay. So one of the important things about your use of alcohol then, Eamon, is that it just helps you to deal with, maybe the stresses, the pressures of everyday life. And it helps you, as you say, to get away from that for a while. Anything else that's good about it?
I suppose when I do that, I enjoy a bit of crack with the lads. I go down the pub and we'll be chatting about maybe a bit of football or watching the soccer and a bit of banter, and it's good old fun. And they're a great old bunch of guys. I've known them for years. We used to work together, and it's good fun.
Sure.
Good fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
Okay, so in addition to it just helping you to cope with life in general and, as you say, get away from things, there's also an important social part of it, by the sound of it, that you enjoy meeting up with the lads and just having that fun. Anything else that's good about it?
I suppose it's the only thing I do. I don't have any other, I don't do anything else or any other hobbies or go anywhere or, I'm not involved in anything else. So, I look forward to it. It's a chance to do something I like doing, and just a kind of bit of a hobby, really.
Right. Okay. So, in addition to it then being something which just, as you say, helps to get you away from things, and then there's the social aspect, but also it just helps to fill in time, because as you were explaining to me, since you were let go from the building industry during the slump, you found yourself with a lot of time on your hands, so it helps to fill in some of that as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so would you mind now if we looked at some of the not so good things? So if I was to say that to you, what do you feel have been some of the not so good things about your use of alcohol?
I suppose the biggest thing now is when I come home, it's the rows, it's the problems in the house. I suppose primarily around not being there, money, that type of thing. Shortage of money.
Okay, so when you think about the not so good things, Eamon, you're thinking about maybe the trouble that it's caused at home, with your partner in particular. I can hear that. And then a lot of that is associated with just the actual cost, what it's costing you to actually to be involved and to use the amount of alcohol that you have been using. Anything else that's not so good about it?
I suppose, being honest, there's a little bit of effect on my daughter now as well, because she's aware of this and she hears the rows and she's at an age where she knows there's something wrong, I suppose, and that bothers me, I suppose, to be honest.
Sure. So it's not just the actual rows with your partner and the concerns about money, and I can hear how important your daughter is to you. You're beginning to think that maybe it's having an effect on her life as well.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah.
Anything else that's not so good about it?
I suppose a little thing that's been sort of bothering me lately is maybe my own health, and not getting any younger, I suppose, and I'm feeling the effects a little bit more, and that little bit longer to recover now is probably costing me a bit of concern as well.
Yeah. So does that, in addition to the other aspects, there's also your growing concern, by the sound of it, that you're not as young as you used to be, and that maybe it's taken a toll on your body as well.
Yeah.
And on your general health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then, Eamon. I'd said it before, so, what is it you would like to do at this stage about your use of alcohol?
I suppose the real answer is I don't know, because the one thing I don't want to do here, afraid of, is you're going to send me off to a group, or tell me I'll have to go to join one of those alcoholic groups or any of that type of thing. Definitely not going to go down that road.
Sure. And I can hear that loud and clear now. And maybe again, just to emphasise that what you decide to do about your drinking will certainly be your decision. We can look at supporting you with that, but it will be your choice. And also to emphasise to you that there are many ways in which to deal with the present situation that you have. Certainly those type of self-help groups that you just mentioned are one way, but there's also quite a lot more.